Right, hi, so as promised, here is going to be our video of how to make Harry Potter Quidditch rings. So our garden is quite small, we can't go for a traditional like 6 hoops, 2 teams, we're just going to have the 3 hoops, but obviously if you wanted to make more, just double it up. I watched a lot of videos before we did ours. There was all sorts of plumbing fixing, like plumber's cement. This is the easiest and cheapest way I found to be able to make it, and I made one. I'll show you that in a second. It's been up for 2 weeks now. It's been up in storms, like rain. We had so much wind, a tree fell down, and it's still standing. So you know what, the things I've used, it works, and it's not just suitable for children, it's actually going to be fine for adults to play, which is what it's for. So here goes. This is how we made Harry Potter Quidditch. So here we are, here's number 1. I'm going to have 3 going across the back here. I've done tall and thin because it's going to be adults playing, and we didn't want to make it too easy like the people that use hula hoops. So this is it. It's a bit flexible, but it's got a full-on good range. You know, so if someone runs into it, it goes straight back and it's not going to fall over at all. So this is how we did it. So here's what you're going to need. So I got 3 of these green garden stakes. They are from B&Q in the gardening section. They were really cheap. I'll show you the receipt in a second. I got 2 smaller ones and 1 longer one. So we're going to have a longer one in the middle as traditional. We've got some hose pipe. It's not the cheapest hose pipe. It's not as flexible. It's actually quite thick. So I've got this one. That's obviously enough to make your full 6 if you were going to go traditional. We've got some duct tape. These. I got the 15mm. These poles are 15mm. The hose is 15mm. These are 15mm. Obviously 15mm does not go into 15mm. You need to make some alterations, which I'll show you how to do. You need a hammer, a pair of scissors, then I got the tape and the glue. So this is the receipt. So the garden stakes, the longer one, the longer one was £3.78. The 2 shorter ones were £2.96 each. The hose was £9.54, and that will do, I'd probably even say 8 to 10 poles. And the 5-pack of equal teas was £4.12. The glitter tape we already had, but you can use any duct tape. The super glue is just a couple of pounds. And then I did get this paint. That again is from B&Q. It's not on the receipt, I bought it separately. That was £9, and I can highly recommend it because it stayed on through all weathers. You're also going to be needing a standing knife. So obviously if you are young and you need a hand with that, just ask your parents. Right, so I'm going to do my long one next. So this is the pole here. We obviously want to put the top in the end that's not pointy. The pointy end's going in the ground. These actually do come with something on the top. So if you're wondering why you can't find these, they just have something on the top. You just need to pull that off. So you've got a flat top, but we're going to alter that. So then this is how it basically goes. This I've cut. I wanted them quite small, so this is 1 metre long of hose, and I'm going to do all 3 the same size. So this is how it's going to go, but obviously I'll now show you how we put it all together to make it nice and secure. Right, so under here is a metal layer, and then this is going to go on here. So you want to scrape some of the plastic back using the knife, so it's going to go all the way on. So a good inch off. Obviously do less, and if it's not enough you can do a bit more afterwards. So I'll show you us doing that. So just gently shave the plastic off. That's not my hands now, they're not hairy, that is Andy. Just gently shave about 1 inch of the plastic off, obviously going away from yourself. So I'll put some glue on this now, super glue, and then we just hammer it all the way in. Don't worry if it frays a little bit here, that's fine. All the way in, keep going, all the way in until the green bit hits the top. As you can see, so we're nearly at the top, that's as far as it'll go, so it's nicely tucked in. In fact, the metal bit has actually tucked itself nicely under the green, and this is fine. Don't worry about the join because this is going to be covered up with our duct tape. So now the hose is 15mm, this hole is 15mm, so the hose isn't going to fit into the hole. It's the same size. So what we need to do is we just need to do about 1.5 cm slit in the tube. Try a centimetre first, it depends on the style of tubes you get. It's a little bit smaller at the end by folding it in, and then you just do that both sides. You push it in as far as you can into the copper, and then again we use the super glue to secure it. There we are. So that's all in, it's nice and secure. Just give it a minute for the glue to dry, and then I'm just going to tape around here, and then here and here with 3 separate pieces of tape. You don't want to wrap the tape all the way around, or you're going to end up with shape differences and lumps and bumps. So 3 separate different bits of tape. Just like this, so I've put 3 bits of tape on, and I've tried to keep all the joins at the back. That's nice and neat. And the next stage is just to spray it. We've got to make sure you use an old sheet. That's too windy. And we let that dry, flip it over and do the other side. So we're all sprayed, it only takes 1 coat. I did buy 2 cans but I only needed 1. I even managed to do some of our snitches with it as well. So we're going to make the hole for the ground. I like to put it in as deep as possible. We have pre-marked, this one's going to go here. Somewhere there seems to be a few holes. So we're just going to, I reckon, don't want it to hit the tree, do we? I reckon this one here. So we're just going to get a really large screwdriver and a hammer, put it down as far as we can, give it a good wiggle, just to make a hole for it. So there we have it. Made a quaffle as well. I'll put that in the comments how we did that. We've got our clock up ready, headwig, and our platform 9 3/4. So I actually just took the middle one out and cut the hose down a tiny bit because it wasn't quite round. So 1 metre long is the perfect length. Do not give it a little extra like I did. So there we are. So that's it. That's how we made our Harry Potter Quidditch for my 33rd Harry Potter birthday party. There will probably be a video of the other things I've done. If you saw anything in that video, because I gave you a sneak peek of the garden and you want to know how I made it, just let me know and I will let you know. But I hope that's helpful. I got really confused. I thought all the videos that are on there, they're going to be really expensive. It's all kind of like things you wouldn't know unless you're a plumber, and it sounded, you know, like quite difficult. This is using the simplest, cheapest things, £3 for a pole, £4 for all those sections, so you can make your 5 or 6 or however many you want, and a piece of hose. So yeah, and like I said, one's been up for 2 weeks and it's absolutely fine. So if you do make it, please let me know, because it should be a national sport and I want to see people playing it. So have fun.